Don't be mad at me
The
for
Lord
singing
gonna
my
be waiting
song.
right for you at the gate when you singing
That
that
is my
song,
praise and
and He's
worship
going to
song.
beat you
That is
down.
my praise and worship
You're gonna get
song.
beat down, honey, by the Lord.
Good evening, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on through. Oh, Lord.
Mm,
Here they come.
yes, I see two people in the bushes.
I'm talking about the children. Don't say that their names.
Why?
Don't just trust
Ah,
me.
the babies.
Don't say their names.
Meow. Here come Jax.
Why did you?
What?
I just said don't say their names.
They're the babies. Ah, the babies.
Well, there goes that.
No, I didn't. They didn't hear it. Ain't
They
nobody
did.
here. Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody here.
Just you.
Ah, the babies. Ah, the babies. Huh? What?
What's the problem?
What's the problem with you, mister? Come here. Would you get your butt out my face? Thank you very much.
Hey, whoever is in the bushes.
Yes. Hey, what's going on, everybody? What is
What's
you all
going
doing tonight?
on?
It's Friday night. Friday night. Y'all girl, y'all young children get ready to go to the club tonight.
Get you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Just got paid.
Oh, remember them days, Joseph?
Oh, yes.
Remember the days where you used to get ready for go to the club?
Especially if it was a payday.
Listen, yes, it was. It was, wasn't it? What a wonderful thing when it was a payday. I
Yes,
used to
go
start. What time did you
home,
get ready? Start get ready for the
take a
club?
nap. Well, it depends on where I live.
How long? How long? What time did you start getting
Hey,
ready?
Monica.
I didn't start getting ready to go out until like 12.
Hey, Reese Cup. It depends on where. Well, it depends on where I was going and where I live.
Mm.
When I lived in New York, I wouldn't start getting ready. I wouldn't leave the house until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah, me too.
and I probably wouldn't come back home until Sunday night.
Yeah, I've heard that. Heard that.
um,
Just
and
partying, honey. You partied all weekend.
when I would hang out in Jersey, probably like you, 11, 12 o'clock, I would leave the house. I would leave the house
Well, I
about
didn't
that.
leave the house at 12.
I would start getting ready around 10.
Yeah, I started getting ready around 10 or 11. I'd smoke me a couple of L's, and then I wouldn't leave my house until maybe like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
And when I lived in Maryland, I would leave the house around
And I
10.
would make my first stop, of course, at my local bar, which was Murphy's Tavern. I used to hang out at Murphy's. Then Murphy's closed at 3 o'clock. So then we would go to another club. We would go to the Blue Swan, or we would go to um, there was another club we used to go to. But we just found a place to party, or there was a house party going on. There was always a house party going on.
We would meet up and go to the Octagon
Hmm. The
on
Octagon,
Friday.
Sound Factory Bar. Ooh, child, I
Hmm.
used to live in a Sound Factory Bar.
When the Sound Factory bar opened, I had stopped going out because I had a little boyfriend, honey, and he didn't want me to go out.
Mm-mm. Oh, you was one of those.
I
If your
was one of
boyfriend didn't want you to go out,
those.
you ain't go out.
Well, it really wasn't so much as him. He didn't want to go out with me, so I stayed home.
Mm-mm. No, I wasn't staying home. Mm-mm. I used to love going to the club, honey, and dancing. I used to
Hey,
be on the dance
Lisa.
floor all night.
Yeah, I did too.
I used to be on the dance floor all night, and all the boys would be around me. And then when I get thirsty, I go to the bar. I didn't even have to buy a drink.
I would go out Friday and not come home till Sunday evening.
Hey, Monica. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Moni.
What's going on, Lisa?
Y'all.
I gotta call Lisa. I'm gonna call you this weekend, Lisa, so we can
Lisa
chop it up.
actually texted me this week. I answered her.
Yeah, I gotta call her this weekend so we can chop it up and catch up. I want to see what's going on with her.
Yeah, I didn't know her. Actually, she put up the information for her birthday party in Georgia.
Oh
And
yeah,
I was telling her that her sister lived where I lived when I was in
I
Georgia.
wish we can go to a birthday party.
Me too. We could have stayed with my brother too,
Yeah,
or my uncle, because they both lived by
and then me and
Lisa's
Lisa could
sister.
have celebrated our birthday together because mine is on the
Together.
15th, hers is on the 17th, right? It's the
Yeah, I
17th.
believe so.
Yeah, So
Yes, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in tonight.
yes,
As y'all saw in the title, normally this would be Fundraiser Friday, but to start our first Fundraiser Friday off, we're going to give something away.
yes,
Why? Because that's how we feel.
yeah,
We don't want you to feel like we always want to get something. We want to give something away. It's a small little token
mm-hmm.
of our appreciation for you guys.
Yes,
And it's going to be whoever answers first and correctly.
that's right.
So, you
So
know.
are they gonna answer in the chat, or they're gonna have to send us an
They're
email?
going to answer in the chat. That's why I was telling you what I said, but
Oh, they didn't hear that. They
no,
didn't
I'm
hear
going to add to it now.
that. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Lisa, definitely. Hey, Roxanne, we told you that's a definite. Coming to see us.
Who, Lisa?
Uh-huh.
I know. I want Lisa to come up here and hang out with us for a couple of days.
Yes, y'all. Yeah. Hey, Christine. Yes, y'all. But we're gonna do a giveaway tonight. It's gonna be the night mug. If y'all went on the
If they saw the thumbnail, they should see
right,
it.
I put the what you're gonna win in the thumbnail. That's the actual mug. That's exactly what the mug look like, color and everything.
Hmm.
That's what you'll win tonight.
And you can get that mug on the McCray King's boutique. Yeah, you can get that mug.
And if you don't win, you can go order you one if you really want it that bad.
Yes.
Or you can wait till we do another giveaway with another mug just
Well, I
like
would
it.
advise y'all to go onto the McCray King's boutique and get your mug because every time you buy a mug, we get a percentage of it. And that percentage that we get of it, we take in and it goes towards the meet and greet.
Yes, that'll be part of the fun. Not just the mug, but everything that's on the Teespring.
Yeah, everything.
Everything that's in our boutique.
Anything that's in our boutique that you purchase, a portion of it goes
Thank you, Moni.
to our to the meet and greet fund. Yes, yes. So
Guys, again, we this week has just been we did
so
not
blessed.
want to come on because we promised y'all we would be here.
We haven't
And
been feeling well, both
both
of
of
us.
us, like y'all know, I don't know how Tremel deals with neuropathy. Because y'all know since I had the stroke, like my dead side is basically what his neuropathy goes
Mm-hmm,
through.
mm-hmm.
And for him to have this on his whole body, I don't know how he deals
Well,
with
it's
it.
mostly my feet.
Because it is completely turning me out.
Yeah, it's my feet and my hands.
I'm
That's
like, oh God. And I guess because last year was the first year that I really kind of dealt with it.
mm-hmm,
It didn't, and I was really moving more than what I'm moving now because I'm still letting my knee heal, even though I can move, but
mm-hmm,
I'm not moving as much as I probably, well, no, because they told me to still take it light, but
mm.
it's just turning me out, like really turning me out.
Well, it's
So,
my hands and my feet. From time to time, I have to wear gloves. I have to wear, compression socks, and I always also have to wear compression gloves on my hands because my hands they get stiff, and sometimes I get the tingling, but mostly I get the pain. It's like an arthritis pain, but it's not really they
right.
don't categorize it as arthritis, but it's very painful.
But Monday we will be back in front of the green screen, sitting down, giving y'all a show like we normally do,
Yeah.
where you can see us. Because I know, Mr. Lips, you like looking at us. You don't like looking at our avatar.
Yes, is Lips here?
I don't know if he's here, but I know he was here when he early this week, and
Mm-hmm.
he said in his live when he spoke to us that he was in our live, and I told him he should have waited because you came on,
Oh.
but we know y'all like looking at us, not the avatars.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather give y'all the avatars in the show than give y'all no avatars and no
Right.
show.
I ain't did
And
my
plus,
hair or
we
nothing.
promised y'all a giveaway tonight, and that's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you didn't read in the description box, just give it 3 to 4 weeks if you win tonight for you to get your mug.
Mm-hmm.
But you will be getting your mug, whoever wins.
Yes, and these questions that we're gonna ask y'all is gonna be hard. Well,
Um,
if you follow us,
one,
you
if
should
you
know these
follow
things
us,
about
you
us.
should know these. I know Reese Cup probably knows.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa probably knows.
Mm-hmm.
Trisha probably knows.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne better know.
She sure enough better.
Roxanne better know.
Uh,
Um, Monica should know too.
Yeah, Monica should know too.
Monica should definitely know.
Hmm.
One y'all might not know, but the other one I know y'all know.
Yeah.
You
Do
should
they
know.
have to ask? Do they have to answer both
They got
questions?
to answer both
Okay.
questions correctly.
Well, y'all better do y'all research because the answer to both questions are actually on our Facebook page.
The answers to both questions are on our Facebook page, is in videos that we've previously
Right.
done.
Hmm.
If nobody gets it right, then we'll allow you to email us the answer, and whoever emails it first. But I know at least one of the people I named
Yeah, they gonna
will
know.
get it right.
Yeah, they're gonna get it right.
I know they'll get it right. Um, Reese, honestly, the questions that we're gonna ask the mods can play because it's nothing. It's stuff that honestly, if people really watch us and follow us, they should know. And even the mods might not know the answer right away to one of the questions. One of
Hmm.
them, all y'all should know.
Trisha should know.
Yeah, even Trisha should know.
Yeah.
One of y'all, one of the questions, all of y'all should know.
Hmm.
The other one,
You might
you
not
might not know. Y'all might not know, so you might have to look it up,
because
which
it's
is
so
fine.
new.
Which is fine, but no, not that one.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
it honestly it'll be fair for everybody. It
Yeah,
will. We did something that we know would be fair for everybody.
yeah.
Not just specific people, but fair for
So we're
everybody.
gonna ask the questions now. We're gonna
No,
we're gonna just talk
we
about some things.
gonna give them time. We gonna talk about some things.
What's going on in the news? Did you see anything
Uh,
interesting?
well, the first thing I want to talk about, which and I'm gonna give you my opinion on it, and you give me yours too, of course.
Okay.
It's Travis Scott.
Okay.
Now, I would love to know. Somebody needs to explain this to me. I just want you to explain this to me. And maybe somebody can explain this to me in the chat. I'm not going to say names because if I say names, we might not be able to get monetized for this video because they normally do that when you mention the Cheeto. But I want to know how Travis Scott is being taken down for inciting a riot at a concert, but the Cheeto incited a riot on the state capitol and nothing happened.
Right.
That alone should show black people where we stand. That alone should show how they try to take down black people. A rapper, you want to take down a rapper for inciting a riot.
Right. Because they're trying to cancel him.
Oh, they trying to get rid of Travis as quick as possible. Like
Hmm.
he
Even the
probably can't never.
Kardashians.
Right? They don't even. He probably can't even have another concert
Well, the
at the rate they
Kardashians
going.
have actually cut him out of their show, their reality show. They cut anything
And
that
this is their
has him
last
in it.
year.
Yeah, they cut anything that has him in it. They cut it out of their show.
Right.
And
So
Kim has made a statement. Everybody's coming down on Chloe because Chloe hasn't made a
I want to
statement.
know how you going after this black man, but a Cheeto incites a riot on a whole government
Well,
and nothing
let me give
happens.
y'all a little background on what they're saying about Travis. First of all, they're saying that Travis Scott has always his they say his concerts are very violent. All of his concerts have been very violent. This is not the first time something like this has happened. Not on such a large scale. But this is not the first time there's been riots at his concerts. This is not the first time there's been fights. They said fights ensue all the time at his concerts. Also, I was watching something yesterday about his clothing that he had on. They were talking about the clothing that he had on. He had on a T-shirt, and the T-shirt had these people like falling out, and they're going through this door. They're red on one side, and then when they go through the door, they turn white. It's like they're dying and going through the door and
But
going.
wasn't the theme life after death or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that?
that was the theme. It was like the theme of his concert was life after death,
Hey Cole.
and yeah, they say that his concerts are very very violent, um, and they said this is how his concerts have always been. Um, Now, what I think about them blaming him for the riot, I don't understand how they're blaming him for what happened. He wasn't in the audience. He didn't say start a riot. He didn't say, fight or anything like that. It would be different if he mouthed some words that would ensue something to happen, but that wasn't the case. He didn't even know what was going on.
And when
But
he did see somebody pass out,
right, and see what the media is not showing is the media is not showing that when people were passing out, people were getting hurt in the
he
audience. He
stopped
was he was directing security
to
to
go
go
get him.
over and help and go over. They're not showing that part of it.
No, they want to just show the
They're
part.
also saying that he went to an after party at Dave and Buster's afterwards because Drake threw him an after party
They're
at
trying to
Dave
hold
and
Drake
Buster's.
responsible too.
Yeah, and they're suing him because Drake was not the headliner. Drake was going to be performing that night,
But
but
let's be realistic. This is 2021.
mhm,
As many fights as I see at concerts, clubs, how do you hold? There have been fights, like Cole said, at Rihanna concerts, at Beyonce concerts. Like there's fights all over the place. How do you hold it? Because there was a riot. Because people
mhm,
started, I guess, running in. Is a difference in just it being a fight and they gaining control of the crowd, and
mhm,
then the crowd just going crazy and running
right.
and fleeing for their
It's
lives.
not his fault. I don't think it's his
But it's
fault.
how can it be the fault of the entertainer? Even if the entertainer stops the music and stops performing, the
Well,
crowd
he's
is still
guilty.
gonna
He's guilty
do.
by association.
But
That's what they're
what
saying.
what I heard was he never stopped. That even though all of that was going on, he couldn't see it because it was wherever it was, and he
Hmm.
kept entertaining,
Right.
and it made it worse. They felt he should have stopped entertaining,
Hmm.
and then they could have had. Hey Terry, they could have had a better. Um, hey El Maria,
Right, but
they
when you're
felt they could
performing
have had a
in front of
better.
thousands of people, you don't know what's going on. How do you know what's going on? You can't, you up on stage, and for me coming from the music industry, I will tell you this: I've done many concerts. I've been on stage many times at big arenas and stuff like that. When you up on this stage, you can't see nothing. You can't see the audience.
Because of the
They can't see the
spotlights.
audience. You can't see nothing. The only thing that's in front of your face is nothing but lighting.
And you could prove
So.
that because how many times people jump on stage and they shock, like, where the hell did
Mhm.
they come from?
And to be honest, these people really think they're going to be hurting Travis Scott. First of all, let's be clear. Travis Scott is a millionaire. Okay, number one, he'll never have to work a day in his life. Even if he never does another concert, he'll never have to work another day in his life. Number one. Number two is that um, these lawsuits that are going to be coming through, this money is not coming out of his pocket.
No.
These concerts are insured. In order for an artist to do a concert, they have to purchase insurance. They have to insure the concert so that if anybody gets hurt, if anything should happen, if anything should go wrong, then like lawsuits or anything, then these people, will get a payout if they sue. Also, it goes on the promoter. It's not. The promoter is the one that bears the brunt of
Having the right
whatever
security
happens and
and
stuff like that. The security officers are saying that they weren't prepared. I mean, who prepares for a riot when you go into a concert? Everybody's trying to turn their back on this young man for what happened, and really all he did was get up on stage and do what he does.
right.
But I wish him well. um I say this, cancel culture is a big thing these days, but you can always, I think a lot of these artists, a lot of these performers, a lot of these people in media can recover. They recover from cancel culture. They do. It may take them a couple of years to recover, for people to forget about what they did, or people to just say, you know what, we're just going to forgive you for it, and you go on with your career. It's not going to last for long. You'll probably still hear from Travis Scott. As to whether he's going to do a concert anytime soon, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of parents out there saying that their children are not going to go to a Travis Scott concert. And let's be clear, the only reason why this attention has been brought to this is because a majority of his audience is white. A majority of his audience is white.
That
So,
too.
if I think it would have been a different um, um, setting, it would have been different. If this would have happened at an R. Kelly concert where a whole bunch of black people was, it wouldn't be no big deal, child.
All right.
If it was, honey, it last for about 2 days, honey, and everybody going about their business.
Exactly.
But they've been talking about this for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, so um,
Right, Reese. That was the other thing. The satanic rituals.
yeah.
People were saying they saw demons on the stage. I didn't even watch
Well,
that
the reason why they
video.
were saying satanic rituals was number one because of the name, the title of the
Well, no,
show,
but people
the
said
the,
they were
the
seeing
outfit that he had
demons jump
on.
up on the stage and
Yeah,
demons pass jumping in the crowd. And I didn't watch none of those
I don't
videos,
believe all
so
that stuff,
I didn't
child.
see none of it to say if it was true or not. But I watched a video a long time ago where they said Beyonce was possessed,
Mm-hmm.
and they tried to use the faces that she was making when she was singing to
Mm-hmm.
say it was demonic. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, child, have you ever sung? Do you not realize that some of the notes Beyonce hit, she gotta form her face that way for
Mm-hmm.
them notes to come out like that? Like if
Right.
you're not a singer, if you just singing in your car, you really ain't singing. If you ain't a singer, sometimes your face look funny when you sing because you got to get them notes to come out the right way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just I didn't watch those videos, but I did hear about those videos. I'm not gonna say yes or no. I know that the title of the concert was supposed to be demonic in nature and what have you. So, it is what it is. If you want to participate in something like that, then that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm just so sick and tired of us always getting the short end of the stick. When something happens in our world, in the black world, it's always, they want to give us the death penalty. But when somebody else, these white people, when they do stuff, they get away with it. Which brings me to what we want to talk about next. The guy, Aubrey, what's his name? Aubrey.
the one in Georgia
Yes,
that
the
was
young man.
jogging.
Yeah. I want to get his name right. I want to get his name right. Because they've been going live every day. Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh, I know what that is. I've seen that
Oh
before.
yeah. Um, they.
Aubrey Fisher? No, is it Fisher?
I'm not sure.
No, I know it's
I want to make
Antoine
sure.
Fisher.
I want to make sure I get his name right though.
That ain't it.
Where is it? Um,
Google it.
I don't know his name.
Aubrey. I know his first name is Aubrey.
Is his first name Aubrey?
I know Reese Cup know it.
What's his name?
Aubrey. I can't. I want to say Fisher, but I know that ain't right. I'm saying Fisher because of Antoine. Aubrey Armand. Ahmad or something.
Ahmad Aubrey. Is that his
Yeah,
name?
Ahmad Aubrey. There you go. Ahmad Aubrey. Ahmad
Okay.
Aubrey. Oh, they turned to with that jury selection.
Oh no, they're turning it even more because the prosecution can't title him as a victim. The judge has completely um, um, said that the word victim can't be attached to Ahmad because to make things fair, they want the jury to fully get a picture, and they want the jury to determine as to whether he was a victim or not. So the judge has told the prosecution they cannot use the word victim. Why do they get all this special treatment when they go
Because
on
they know they
trial?
was gonna go to jail and they know that they was guilty. And if you try to fix it and make it different and make it sound different, you think you're tricking people. You only person you need to trick is the black person because that black person could hold up the whole
And it's
trial.
only two black people on the
Two, I
jury.
heard it was only one.
It was only one, but now they have two. It's two black people on the jury. Um, and let me just say this: this is going to be a groundbreaking trial. If this guy gets so if these guys get off,
I'm not gonna be surprised if they do,
There's going to be
unless they got real
mayhem.
liberal, unless they got real liberal white people that they just assumed they was on the side of their own, and they just happen to be some woke white people. They gonna get off.
Well, they're trying to use stand your ground.
Because none of those houses were theirs. Those were brand new houses
Right.
just
But
being built.
what they're
But
saying
you
is
can't.
because it was in their neighborhood.
Okay, but that's not Georgia law. Don't work that way. I lived in Georgia. You can't. I can't shoot somebody on your lawn
Right.
because it's your lawn and I live across the street. They
Right.
have to be on my
Right.
lawn.
Right.
That's the law.
Right.
It can't be, oh, well, they were at my neighbor's house and I felt threatened, so I shot them. No. If you don't come out and shoot them, or they go to your house and you shoot them, I can't just shoot them. They can't. Now, if I say don't step foot on my lawn and they do, then I have every right to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just shoot somebody just because they going to try to use that and play with it the way they playing with it. But that's not what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they did to Trayvon.
Mm-hmm.
Stand your ground. So I shot him. Child
Yeah.
by.
But I'm
Hey,
telling you
uncle.
this. I believe that if these men are found not guilty, there's going to be so much mayhem that it's ridiculous. And I'm talking violence. I'm talking violence. Black people, we've had enough. We've come to a point in life now where we don't care if we die for our cause. We've had enough. Enough is
But
enough.
now I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you.
Mm.
Have we really had enough? Have we had enough, or have we just had enough of them? Because let's be realistic, and this is what grinds my gears. Even like, and I have to put this in here, like with the Dave Chappelle thing. This is what
Hmm.
grinds my gears.
What's that?
Black people want to get mad at the LGBTQ because we stand up and say, "Oh well, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say this. This shouldn't be said."
Hmm.
But when things are said against us by us,
Hmm.
they think it's funny and they don't have a problem with it.
Right.
But if somebody white says it, or somebody Latino says it, or somebody Chinese says it, it's no longer becoming a joke.
Right.
Now it's a problem. But we never stand up when it's us.
Right.
But it's still a problem when it's us. But we don't see it that way.
Right.
So that's why I say, are we really tired? Because if we was really tired, the same outrage that we put in these white men shooting this black man is the same outrage we would put when Pookie shoot Ray Ray.
Well,
And I
you're
ain't even
right.
gonna say black on black crimes. Crime is crime, period. Whether
Right.
a white man is shooting a black man is shooting a white man, two black men shooting each other, it's the same damn thing. Somebody killing somebody, it's wrong all across the board.
It
But
is.
black people only want to stand up when it's us, it's just, oh, okay. And then when it's us, it's worse because now you ain't Miss Johnson saw who shot who, but she ain't gonna tell because
Hmm.
snitches get stitches.
Right.
So you even worse because now you sitting there knowing who shot Ray Ray, but yet you sitting there Miss Betty Faith knowing who killed her damn son and ain't saying nothing because you scared. That makes
I
it
don't
even
know if I can
worse.
do that. Like if you witnessed a murder in the black community, could you
Okay, so let
could
me
you
ask you
could you
this.
could you would you tell the police?
But
Would
I'm
you
gonna
or
ask
would
you
you keep your
this.
mouth shut?
The same way you want them white people to find them white people guilty is the same way Miss Betty want Miss Johnson to tell the police who shot her son.
Right.
So
But
what's the
would you
difference?
tell?
I've never seen that happen, thank God, where I was a witness to something like that. But I don't know what I would do
I
because
think I
you
would.
trained, but you are trained when you live in the hood. Stitches, snitches get stitches.
Right.
Now, if it was more than me, and if it was me and about 30 other people, I'd probably tell. If it was me and two other people, I probably wouldn't say nothing because it would be too easy to pinpoint me and the other two as the three that saw it.
I probably would be dead because I would probably tell,
Hey,
and I'd
Harriet.
probably relocate myself to another state or something like that. But I couldn't live with myself knowing that I witnessed somebody murder somebody and that murderer still being out on the street. I don't care if I was with two people, if I was by myself or whatever. It's not about right. Well, it is about right and wrong. It is. It's about right and wrong. It's about, you know, how that first of all, if you witness something like that, it's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. You're never gonna forget it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You're never gonna feel like. I remember when I had to go and identify my nephew. You know, my nephew, when I had to go identify him, I will never ever forget that. I will never forget as long as I live. If I think, like, even when I think about it now, I can see him laying on that slab, on that cold slab, and his head being blown off. I had to see that, so I'll never forget this. So I couldn't imagine witnessing a murder, witnessing somebody getting killed and not saying anything.
Hey, Harriet
I couldn't
Tubman.
imagine. So
No, I agree, but the same people that sit there and get angry when these people get off are the same people that probably have witnessed crimes and didn't say nothing. I mean, look at
mhm.
what that Monica did the story
Hey,
when
Harriet.
Monica did the story, I believe last week when the lady was getting raped on the train in Philadelphia and people sitting there videotaping. Now, one
Hmm.
person thought, well, the phone is for to call the police.
Hmm.
So let me call the police and help this lady or even help her myself. Y'all don't help her. Y'all sit
Because
there and
it's more
videotape it
entertaining.
and
It's
y'all want to go viral because
hmm
y'all videotaping this woman
yeah,
getting raped and like who does that? What has the world become?
yeah. It's oh wow. You know, I have to say this. As many strides as we as Black people have made, we still have a long way to go, not only with the white community and other races and cultures, but with ourselves. We have such a long road ahead of us because, in the midst of us fighting for our freedom and fighting for our rights, we have bound our own selves. Some of our communities are being held hostage by gangs, by drug dealers, by kingpins, and all different types of just
Right.
horrible bad things. We've imprisoned our own selves in the midst of um um trying to gain freedom for ourselves. There's a certain type of people. There's good people and there's bad people, and there's just as many bad people in our community as there is in the white community. you know but we have a long way to go. We have a long road to go. Um, and that's why I try to help when I can. I try to give my support whenever I can. Um, but nowadays we have to do what makes sense. Like, one of the biggest issues that we as gay men have is that Black people get in their feelings because we're not out on the front lines fighting and stuff for causes like George Floyd and so on and so forth.
All
But we
right.
say this, we say, okay, we fighting for these causes. What about our causes? What about all the trans women that were killed in the streets? We didn't see y'all out there marching for that. We
Mm-mm.
didn't see y'all trying to get justice for those trans women, those 28 trans women that were killed in 2020. We didn't see y'all out there marching on the front lines trying to figure out who dumped this trans woman's body in the Philadelphia River
It's
and
true
and cut her in pieces and dumped her in the water.
because we will never
Right,
be looked at as black and gay.
right.
They look at us as gay and black.
Hmm.
And when they realize that my fight in any community is the same because I'm black first to everybody,
Hmm.
then they'll understand.
Hmm.
You don't have, and that's the part that kills me with people. I'm not telling you you have to agree with what I do.
Right,
All I'm saying is that the same way I respect you, give me the same respect.
right.
That's it. That's
Because
all.
at the end of the day, that's what it's all
That's
about.
all.
I
The
say
same
that all the
respect you
time.
want from me, give me.
Right,
And that's it. I don't you don't have to agree with my life. You
right.
don't I'm not asking you to agree with my life.
You
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna
to
sit
like it
there
or anything.
and try to convince you to agree with my
Right.
life.
Yeah.
But they'll sit there and try to convince you why everything you're doing is wrong
Right.
and why you're going to hell and why you shouldn't do what you're doing.
Right.
Like if it's imparting something on their lives and it
Hmm.
really isn't. Like tonight I was watching Lips and he said some woman wrote him a 6 paragraph email that he didn't even read in its entirety and
Hmm.
she's telling him why his nails shouldn't be done. Like, lady, but you sat there and watched his whole live.
Hmm.
And you watched it long enough to even find out what his email was, to even email him,
Right.
to give him your morality lesson. that
Right.
he don't care nothing about.
Well, here's the thing about me. Listen, long gone are the days for me where I'm going to get mad, angry, or in my feelings about a homophobic man or woman that does not like gay people. It's okay. For me, it's okay if you don't like me. That's okay.
Right.
If you don't like me, if you don't like my life, you don't like me as a gay man, that's fine. Because you're entitled to have that view. All I'm saying is because at the end of the day, for me, it's about respect. You don't like
Exactly.
me, let me know you don't like me, and I will be even, I will go
Well,
above and
no,
beyond to be respectful because if I see you walking down the street, I'll get on the other side of the street.
but wait, but see, that's the problem. They don't know you not to like you.
Right,
They just don't like a part of you.
right.
And if you that petty that you don't like a part of me, that you're going to treat me a negative way because
Hmm.
you don't like a part of me,
Right.
then I probably don't want to know you no way. But still respect me because I'm still going to respect
Yeah.
you. I'm not gonna
Well, you gonna
I'm not
respect
gonna
me.
have no
You gonna
negativity in
respect
this
me.
spew. I'm not gonna have no, I'm not coming at people negative just because.
Right.
If I came at you negative, it's because you came at me negative. And trust me, I've learned in my 50 years of living, and it took me 50 years to realize this, that I don't have to meet negativity with negativity.
Right.
Because the old me, whatever energy you met me with, I'm meeting you with that same energy.
Right.
But
Right.
I
That was your favorite
realized,
thing. Keep
yeah,
that
keep
same
that
energy.
same motherfucking energy, bitch. But I
Yes.
realized that I don't have to do that no more. Like I'm not doing that anymore.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that anymore. That's good.
Because you say, yeah.
I'm not
You
doing it
say to yourself,
anymore.
what is it worth? I mean,
Right, because I'm not getting
because
myself upset.
do you know why most black gay? I mean, no, I'm sorry. Do you know why most black men are in jail? You know why they're in jail? Trying to prove a point. Trying to prove a point. I'm better than you, or I'm badder than you.
And that's why a lot of black women don't like each other for the same thing.
Hmm.
She like, oh, when I see her, she better keep that same motherfucking energy.
Hmm.
And meanwhile, she could have been having a bad day.
Hmm.
She could have had cramps. I'm just making up stuff in my head as I'm going along because we don't know.
Right. Or
You never
you see
know,
a sister walking in the room. She
right?
done. She got her
And you
hair
just
done right. And say,
automatically
oh,
judging her,
right,
not knowing that when she
hating on her.
was 15, she could have been the fat girl in the group, and
Right.
now she done lost all this weight, and she's confident in
And she feeling
herself,
good about
and she
herself.
feeling good about herself. But
Hmm.
her feeling good about herself is making you feel some kind
Right.
of way because you don't feel good about yourself.
Exactly.
Because let's be realistic about a lot of stuff here. A lot of times when see me when I meet somebody and their energy and I'm feeling like, oh, who that bitch? That's because they giving off
Right.
the same vibe as me. Like they think they the shit. And
Hmm.
and and you well, both of us can't be in this room taking up space, honey, because there's only one of me. And
Hmm.
you but I end up normally becoming friends with that person
Hmm.
because I like that vibe they give off. They're
Hmm.
confident. They standing there with confidence and arrogance, and I love it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people take that and say, "Oh, I don't know who she thinks she is. I don't want to know them." If I would have did that to my best friend 20 some odd years ago, we would not be best friends for 20 some odd years. Because when I met him, the first thing I said to somebody was, "Who that bitch think they are?"
But can I ask you a question? Why do people have such a problem with confident people or arrogant people? Why do
Because
they have
they're
such a
not.
problem?
Because they're not.
They are, but they
No,
just
they're
don't
not.
express
A
it the
lot of
same
times,
way.
no. See, a lot of times, and I can tell you this because I've done it before. Before I have come into myself, hey, Dwayne, before I have come into myself, there are a lot of people walking around here pretending that they're confident, pretending that they're, I know who I am and I da 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 da. But then when they meet somebody who they feel really know who they are and they are really exuding that confidence, they get threatened by it because
Hmm.
real know real. I don't care what nobody say. Real knows real.
Hmm.
And when you faking it and you meet somebody real, and that's honestly why I don't have a lot of friends. Because with me, people and when y'all come to the meet and greet, you'll see. When you first meet me, I'm very standoffish. I'm very confident. I'm looking at you like, bitch, who are you? Don't even bother to come near me, honey. You ain't even up to my standards. Don't even think about speaking to me.
Right.
But once you speak to me, you'll realize that whole look I have is not the person that I am.
Right.
Is it completely not the person that I am. Now, if you ask me why I look like that, I grew up in New York City. You can't walk around New York City like you can walk around
Right.
Mississippi. Hey, how you doing?
You
What's
can't walk
going
around
on?
timid and
Right,
shy
timid and
and
shy. You have to walk around with this confidence, like, bitch, if you come near me, I'll knock you out.
right.
So, you know, when you do that all your life, and then you realize start moving places, and you realize you don't have to do that no more,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes a part of you.
Right.
So it's not a part of you that you can lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell y'all real quick, I was always a fat little boy. People always made fun of me for being fat. And I just came into myself the first time I lost weight and realized, child, you fine. You can walk in the club and men just buy you stuff. You don't even have to ask. The same men that laughed at you are flocking to you.
Right.
So when I gained the weight back, that confidence didn't leave because I knew, well, wait a minute, honey. Just because I gained 50 pounds from 5 months ago don't mean I'm a different person. I still look just as good as I did 5 months ago. So once you get that confidence, it's hard for somebody to break you again.
Right.
And that's what I try to tell people. Once you people, oh, I love myself, I love myself. Eh, you got to have that confidence behind that self love to
Yeah,
know.
you do.
Because people will come and try to shake your world. People will come and try to break you and say some of the most evil, hurtful things to you. And some of them honestly don't even mean it. They just talking and feel you can handle it. And really on the inside, because you are so broken, you really can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And, it wasn't their intent, but that's just what happens. And, until you really get that self love and you really know who you are. Hey, Melissa, until you really get that self love and you really know who you are, like, that won't bother you no more. And then it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter. People can say what they want. And you be like, child, whatever, that's your opinion. And it is what it is. I don't care what you say. Your opinion don't make or break me.
Mm-hmm.
I am who I am. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
But until you get there, you can fake it all day long. When they say fake it till you make it,
Mm-hmm.
eventually you ain't gonna make it faking it.
Yeah, you
You
ain't.
just ain't. It may work for a
Well,
little. No, it'll work for a little while.
yeah.
I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna work. It's gonna work for a little while, but you're gonna meet that one person
Mm-hmm.
that break you. And then you're gonna be standing there looking in the mirror going, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get tired of faking it. And then you're gonna really make it. And that's just what a lot of people have to do. Because a lot of people is sad are out here faking it, thinking they're making it, and they ain't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a life lesson that I've learned.
I mean, I've had to fake it, but
Oh
I
no,
think coming from where we come from, we always like I've always been able to walk down the street with my head held high, with confidence. I've always been the looked at. People always looked and said, "Oh, I wonder who that person is." People used to always tell me, "Oh, you look so mysterious. You look so intriguing. You look so interesting." We've always had to exude that. Where in other places, like when I was living in the South, it's really not that serious. In the South, you can just you can lay back and be whoever you want to be. Don't nobody
right.
care. you know. And so, that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah.
Right. And Monica, you are absolutely right. Be your authentic self. And that is so hard for a lot
People
of
will love
people.
you for being your authentic self. We was just having a conversation with another content creator, and she was asking us our advice on, her channel and what she should do with her channel. And the one thing that we kept, hammering into her is that be real. People like when you're real. They like to see you in your full state. Like they don't want to see no smoke and mirrors. They don't want to see you looking one way off a camera and then you another way off camera. You
Like
know what I'm
like
saying?
Tremel had to tell me recently, Joseph, you don't always have to be perfect. And I'm like, what do you I knew what he meant, but I was playing stupid. I'm like, what do you mean? And I get that from my mother. My sister gets it from my mother. My mother would not step out of the house unless every hair was in place. Everything was perfect. So for me to get on here and everything not be perfect or
And I
have
tell you,
to
things do go wrong,
do
and you like Joseph don't like to do nothing if Joe everything is planned. So Joseph can go and say, okay, when we go into this, this is going to be this way, it's going to be this way, and then we're going to do, and then we out. And I always tell you, sometimes sometimes when you do things, something may go wrong. Don't beat yourself up so much.
And
You
I
know.
have to give you credit for that. I even read a post that I put up a couple of years, like 2 years ago, and I was giving him credit for making me look at things differently because Tremel has me looking at things in a whole different light. If I don't have control over things, I kind of lose my mind. Or if things just ain't working out for me, like last night, I'll give y'all for example. Last night I was so sleepy, but I was starting to think about all the things around us that wasn't going right and things that was happening and things the way they should have been, but they weren't. And I could not sleep. It was so bad. Uncle Fred texted me and said, "What are you doing up this late?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just up." Because I know if I would have said, "Oh, I can't sleep," because he would have said, "Call me," and we would have been talking. But I was just like, "Oh, I just can't sleep,"
Hi, baby.
whatever. And after I, because he's like, "Well, I'm going back to bed. I'm sleepy." I said, "Okay." I stayed up for like another 2 hours. I went to sleep maybe for 15 minutes. Tremel, I thought he was having a nightmare, but he wasn't. And it woke me up. And from there on, I stayed up for 3 hours and my mind was just going and going. And I'm trying to figure stuff out. And I was like, oh my God, this is not healthy. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I want to go to sleep. So the only thing I could do to think of to do, I said, okay, the only thing I can do right now, I said I could either pray and hope that I fall asleep while I'm praying, or else I can just lay here and just in my head just go, thank you, Jesus. And that's what I did. And I honestly I woke up at 11 o'clock this morning. And I probably went back to sleep at like 6:30 because the
And you
cat
don't
started
never be
trying to
all
wake
up
me
all
up.
night like that.
I could not because there was just some
I'm usually
stuff
the one that's up all
on my
night.
mind, and I couldn't, and that was Tramel's problem yesterday. He couldn't sleep a couple of days before for the same reason, and
Yeah.
I'm telling him, "Oh, babe, don't think about everything. Let it go. It's gonna be okay." And then that same thing happened to me last night.
Well, my anxiety takes over. I have really bad anxiety attacks to the point where if my anxiety is level is up too much, I start having heart palpitations and stuff.
But mine is when I can't control things, but I don't have control of things in my life. It starts
Yeah, you get
bothering me.
mad. You get
I
mad.
get mad because I can't do nothing about it.
Hmm.
I can't sleep because, of course, soon as I go to lay down, that's when I start thinking about it.
Hmm.
And it bothers me. And it will bother me. Like tonight, I'm like, oh God.
I hate when you get mad because you start stomping and slamming shit.
I get
It
like a little
scares
kid
me.
and I throw
Yeah,
a tantrum. I
yeah,
do. I throw a
yeah,
tantrum.
yeah. You'll throw a
I'm
temper
working on
tantrum in a
that.
minute.
I
Yeah,
haven't thrown a tantrum in a while.
you did throw a
I'm
tantrum when
working
you went
on
to the
that.
hospital.
Well,
Yeah,
because I was feeling some kind of way about that.
yeah, yeah,
But I can't control everything around me.
yeah.
Right, Monica. When you faking it, people just want you for the fake you, not the real you.
Hmm. Yeah. That's like
Right.
remember was that yeah, that was you. No, wasn't you.
What?
With Kelly, my sister Kelly. When you first met my sister Kelly. Yes it was. We remember we were at my mom's house and we were at my mom's house and my sister Kelly was here. Because my sister Kelly lives in Virginia and she came up to Jersey to visit my mom, and we were living in Jersey. And remember, she was like, "Joe," so she said, "You my brother-in-law." She said, "I ain't gonna worry about you." She just took off her little pants and was walking
Uh
around in
huh.
her
And a
panties.
wig.
Yeah, she took off her hair and everything because and it was that was her showing you that she was being real. You my brother-in-law, child. I ain't got to put on all these fronts and stuff for you.
Melissa, yes. And that's what happened to me last night because y'all know I have AFib now. And oh my God, I just was laying in the bed and I could feel my heart racing. And I was like, okay, I got
Yeah,
to calm
people
down.
don't
I
understand
was like, I got to
anxiety.
calm down.
Yeah, anxiety
Because and
is
then I
really.
started getting lightheaded and I'm like, oh God, the medicine is making my blood pressure drop.
Mhm.
Because I noticed that too. I got to go to the doctor so they could
Yeah,
change that.
anxiety
But
is
it was
is
just,
real.
it was too much. And Lisa, you right. Because that's what I promise you, I just laid there and in my head, I kept going, Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And I, girl, I couldn't tell you when I fell
Yeah,
asleep. I could tell you when I woke up. I
yeah,
woke up because the cats woke me up at 11 o'clock. Like, okay, bitch, we're hungry.
yeah. But
We've given you enough time. We're hungry now.
yeah,
So I just couldn't. Like, I was so exhausted. Like I was mentally drained and mentally. Tremel will tell you, I haven't been out of the bed all day, but to go to the
yeah.
bathroom and back in because when I woke up, I told him, I said, babe, I'm so mentally drained and exhausted because I couldn't sleep last night,
Hmm.
and we both tried to take a nap earlier and didn't. And I
Hmm.
was like, okay, I'm not going to sleep because I know if I take a nap, I'm never going to sleep tonight.
Right.
So I was like, let me stay up and get tired and good and tired. And I haven't really taken my pain medicine in a couple of nights, but I'm taking one tonight because I
Hmm.
know that will knock me right on out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just too much.
Yeah,
And
anxiety is real. I mean, anxiety is like really real. That's why. That's one of the reasons why we don't argue anymore. Is because we get both of us, because I guess because we're fire signs, and we both have like really strong, personalities. We can't argue. We have to. We've made a decision to just talk about
or
things,
walk away.
or about things, and we need to cool off or whatever. We just allow each other that time, because I remember the last big argument that we had, I ended up going to the hospital because my anxiety level was so high that my heart was, it felt like it was coming out of my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to the hospital and my blood pressure was up, and I'm like, damn. I remember, because sometimes I don't realize my age. That's one of the things too. I don't realize my age.
I
And what
realize
happens
my age
is
now.
that I don't realize that I'm 53 years old, and I can't take the things that I used to take when I was in my 20s and in my 30s. Those things, I mean, those burdens that I used to handle when I was that young, I can't handle now because I have to handle them in a different way. Otherwise, it could put my life in danger.
Right.
And so the best thing for me to do is find a solution or a different way to handle things. And that's what I've done with life, period. There used to be a time you couldn't say nothing to
And
me. If you said the wrong thing to me, I'll punch you in your face.
Tremel can
But
tell
I'm
you,
like, I'm a person, I will walk away in a minute.
when I had that stroke in 2020, he tell you that's when I calmed down.
Yeah.
I calmed my ass down
Yeah, you did.
real quick
Yeah,
with
you did.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, we won't be doing that again.
Hmm.
No, 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 no,
Yeah, you did. You
no,
calmed
no, no,
down.
no. And that's when, like, he would be on 100 and he would try to get me there. I'm like, no,
Hmm.
no. You can yell and scream at me all you want, but this is all you getting out of me. Once in a blue moon, he would piss me off to get me to yell or throw something. Because Tremel will pluck at my nerves until he just plucks the right string. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I had enough, child. If I stroke out, good for him. Good. Let him call an ambulance. It'll be his fault and he'll feel bad. But no, I'm joking, y'all. But I try to stay as calm as humanly possible
Hmm.
now. I don't try to get upset. That's why when I told y'all I had my moment and I wanted everybody to know I wasn't okay.
Hmm.
And that's part of faking it till you make it, because I've always faked it and act like I was okay. And I wanted
Hmm.
everybody to know I'm not. This is one time I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not okay. I want y'all to know I'm not okay. I'm not.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me. It felt good to actually let people know that I'm human. I have feelings and this is how I feel. And it might be scaring the hell out of y'all right now, but okay, be scared. I'm going to come back to myself. But it is just what it is, what it is. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes people need to know what's what and how you feel, because they'll never understand it. They will never understand it.
Hmm. Yeah, and Lisa, you know what? It's so funny you bring up that Puff Daddy situation. I was actually at that Puff Daddy event when all those people got killed back in the day. I was there
Yeah.
when all
It's
those
the
people got
venue's
killed. Yeah,
problem.
yeah, it's the venue. Well, the venue, like I said, whenever you have a big event like that, whenever a artist or an entertainer has a big concert or something like that, it has to be insured, and so the insurance will pay for it. It's just like when you go to the doctor. If a doctor does something that messes you up, you sue the doctor, but he's insured, so his insurance pays for it. The doctor really don't feel his insurance premium may go up, but that's about it.
Because trust and believe, when we have this meet and greet, there will be undercover cops working
Oh yeah.
to throw those out who don't belong.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And because
Yeah.
ain't nobody going to mess up my event.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know somebody gonna try to come up in there and try it.
Oh, I don't care. As long as you pay.
Mm-hmm.
Because then
I
you
ain't got
get
no problem with taking your money.
once you buy your entrance, that's fine because you still getting kicked
Right.
out.
I ain't got no problem with
Ain't no
taking your money.
refund.
And have you escorted out. Sure
Right.
don't. Mm-hmm.
As you mature, you'll realize that the most important things in life are health and family. Everything else comes second.
Mm-hmm.
Or that comes. Uncle, you all right? Uncle, when we do the giveaway in a few minutes, you are not you're disqualified from this.
Well, let's ask the
But we can
questions
ask the
now.
questions, but Uncle, you can't answer the questions because we making it fair for
Yeah,
everybody
Uncle
else.
Fred is disqualified from
Right,
this.
Uncle,
Yeah.
you're disqualified, and you have this anyway.
And he's already won a contest anyway.
Right.
Remember, he won the crown.
Right, which is
So
fine, but you disqualified, so don't go answering questions
yes.
because you're not going to win.
Yes.
And if you give the answers away, then I'm going to fight you. Because I know you. You'll be texting people in.
And don't text Roxanne.
I.e., that's who I meant. We making it fair for everybody.
Yes. So, okay, Joe, so what is the first question?
So, y'all, these are going to be the 2 questions to win the mug that you see in the thumbnail. Please allow 3 to 4 weeks for delivery. And we appreciate you guys. That's why we're doing a giveaway.
Yes, and
But
you have to
going
send us
forward,
your address.
right, you will have to email us your address, of course, so that we can send you the mug. Because,
Right.
I'm not a mind reader. I can't read through the screen to figure out where the hell you live.
Right.
So just email us at Roxanne, put our email in there, please, or Trisha, TheMKingz@gmail.com.
Yes.
For everybody. That's our email that you email us your address to if you win. I'm going to wait for one of them to type it or one of the mods to type it in the chat.
What's that, the email?
The email address to make it fair for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The contest is open to the giveaway is open to everybody else but Uncle Fred.
Yeah.
And you know what? He might not even know one of the answers because I know him. He don't.
Oh
pay
no,
attention
he knows the answers. I know.
He
Uncle
don't
Fred
pay
knows
attention
that.
to stuff like
No,
that.
Uncle Fred knows.
Thank
the
you,
answer.
Monica. All right, let me see. Who do I think is gonna win? Melissa knows just as much as Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
My money gonna be on Melissa, Lisa, or Trisha.
What about Reese Cup?
Reese.
I think Reese Cup is gonna win.
I think it's going because Melissa shocked me one day with something.
Yeah.
Melissa knew what Tremel, our podcast. She told me what podcast to go to for the information that I said.
Right.
I said, wait, how you know that and I don't? And it's my podcast. So I'm not putting nothing past Melissa.
Right.
All right, y'all.
Here go the questions.
So here go the questions.
Question
the first
number 1.
question is, we have had 3 pets. We still have 2, but we've had 3 altogether. What are their names and what are they? I'm going to let y'all ponder that for a second. Don't even answer. Don't answer yet. Don't answer.
I'm going to repeat the question. We have had 3 different pets. What are their names and what were they? What are they?
Question number 2.
Yes. Y'all better get this right.
This is the one I think is going to throw them. This is the one I think is going to throw most of them.
No, they should. This is the easy one.
No, this is the first one to me is the easy one. This is the one I think is going to throw them.
This is going to be the easy one for everybody.
When is me? You don't have to do the year, but what day is Tremel and I anniversary
When,
day.
what is our wedding
What
anniversary
is our
day?
wedding anniversary date? You have a midget named Ronald.
Oh Lord. Roxanne. Nope, that's the wrong date.
No, Roxanne, that's wrong. So those are the questions. We've had 3 pets.
Mm-hmm.
What were they? And what are their names?
Mm-hmm.
And what is our wedding anniversary date? Now, if y'all nobody gets it right now in the live,
You can send
it's
us an
still
email.
open to everybody, even people that read the replay, even people that watch the replay. Then just email us the answer because we have videos with the answer. If you on our Facebook page, the answer's there for
Mm-hmm.
everything.
And well, we're gonna be on for another 15 minutes. So
So within the next 15 minutes,
y'all got to answer the question in the next 15 minutes. If you don't, then you'll have to email us your answers. Now I'm gonna give you some clues.
no, you ain't getting no clues.
I'm gonna give them a clue. If you want to know the answer to both questions, just go on our Facebook page.
Or just hit our Facebook pages or videos.
Or go on to the McCray-Kingz page, and you'll both of those answers are on the McCray-Kingz page. You can watch one of our videos, and you'll get the answer. You'll especially get. No, I'm not gonna give them that too much of a clue, but you will get the answer.
That's one, Harriet
To at
Tubman.
least one of them.
You got one right.
What's that? What's she answer?
Of course, you know that was her baby, honey, Tremel.
Okay, yeah, Tremel.
You got one right.
Yeah, and what was he? Did she say what he was?
No, she just said baby Tremel. She didn't say what he was.
Okay. Well, she got the name right. What
well,
was
that's
he?
the name. She got the name right and spelled it right too.
Mm-hmm. You got to tell us what species was he? What was he?
Dog, cat, mouse, rat,
Yeah,
snake,
what was he?
lizard. Oh, honey, Harriet Tubman know that because
Yeah.
that day when she heard that thump.
Yeah. Oh,
when
God.
she heard that thump, she was no more good.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. Oh, God.
See, she said all day.
And you know what? I gotta send a shout
Melissa
out.
and Lisa and
What?
Reese Cup, y'all are killing me right now. Y'all are killing me because I thought one of the 3 of them would have had it by now.
Right, me too.
Monica too. Well, the wedding date I knew was gonna throw them off.
Yeah. Well, Monica should know our wedding date.
Right, Roxanne. Monica. Okay, Monica, keep going.
What she put?
Mm-mm.
Okay. 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 All right. All right, Reese Cup. All right.
All right, Reese Cup. You wrong on one though. Now yes, she is. Somebody else could come in and steal.
Oh yeah, she is.
Somebody else could come in and steal because they got the right
Reese
answer.
Cup is like real
something
close.
else. Reese Cup is close, but somebody else got the right answer.
Yeah.
And if they come in and steal from Reese Cup,
okay,
it's Reese Cup. She got it.
She did.
She put June. She got Joe Mel was a Shorky, Jackson Tigger are cats, and she got the anniversary right, June 30th.
Yeah. So yeah, she's the winner. Congratulations to Reese Cup.
Congratulations, Reese Cup. Well, actually, since you got my phone number, just text me your address.
Yes. Congratulations to Reese Cup. She wins the night mug. Yay!
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what's in the thumbnail. I took a picture of the front and the back. So you get to drink coffee with me and Tremel on the mug.
Yes, that's right.
Don't y'all worry. We giving away another one.
Yes, we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways.
Monica,
guys.
But you didn't name the pets. You put June 30th, but you didn't name the pets.
Right.
Hey, Angela. Hey, best friend.
And the answers, let's give them the answers.
Wait a minute. Best friend put a mouse named Ben. Hell, they don't kill Ben.
So the answers were
Jerry and
we had one dog, his name was Joe Mel. Then we have 2 cats, Jax and Tigger. And then our anniversary date, y'all should have known this. I'm so disappointed in y'all. Y'all should have known because we do an anniversary celebration every single year on our anniversary, which is June 30th.
Yep.
We always do an anniversary celebration on our anniversary.
Is that wait, let me see. Let me go back and see. Did you spell? Yes, you spelled Joe Mel's name right. You spelled Jack's name. Actually, that's just how I spelled Jack's
Hmm.
name,
Hmm.
Jax. And of course, Tigger is spelled right. The only thing you had wrong was the date, but then you went back and stole Monica's date of June 30th,
Hmm.
which was correct.
Yeah.
See, I didn't want to give hints and say some of y'all was in our wedding. Some of y'all are in our wedding videos on Facebook, and we put it up here, but the one on Facebook actually has the actual date on it. So I didn't want to give y'all that hint.
Yeah.
Trisha said her memory is bad. Yep, you spelled Jax perfectly right because that's just how we spell it, Jax.
Hmm. Oh, and y'all, another thing that may be going on at the meet and greet is Joseph and I, we may be renewing our vows at the meet and greet, at the gala. Yeah, so you guys might be if you well if you come, we probably will be doing a vow renewal because our pastor will be there.
Right. Reese Cup, that's how I plan to be when I get ready to go to bed.
What?
High on painkillers. I'm going to hook myself up to my machine and be high on painkillers and be knocked out.
Hmm. Ain't nothing like it, child.
Harriet Tubby said, by the way, I still think Tremel pushed that baby off the bed.
No, Joseph pushed me off the bed.
No, she talked about Joe Mel that day when he went thump.
Oh, oh. I did not. What happened? I think he fell
You
or
was
something.
holding him and dropped him.
Yeah, I was holding him and dropped him. Yeah.
How the second dose just kicked in. Yes, y'all. Yeah, so Reese Cup, text me your address, like I said, since you have my phone number.
Hmm.
She said her hands were shaking trying to type because she's so high from the painkillers.
Oh,
Reese Cup.
Lord have mercy.
Well, when your painkillers come down, you can text me.
And I got me some good ones too, child.
Or when,
Mine, ooh,
when the
child.
painkillers come down,
I like when mine had me loopy.
and if you don't remember, I'll remember to text you and get it.
Yeah. Well, Joseph, when we get over here, I'm going to get me some coffee.
Child, you and that damn
Yes, I have to go
coffee.
get me my last cup of coffee for the night. And I'm
Then he
gonna.
wonder why he. But you know what? I can't even say that because Tremella drink that cup of coffee, lay here, and fall right to sleep after he
I'm gonna take
finished.
my Lyrica.
I'm taking one too.
I'm taking my neuropathy medication and my pain medication, and I'm going to be done for that. I really want to find a good movie to watch.
Hey, best friend.
I do. I
I
want to find a
want
good
to see
movie.
the Jungle Cruise movie.
But we can watch that.
Cause we watched 10 Rings. That was really good.
Hmm.
Well, y'all, congratulations again, Reese Cup, on your win.
Yes. Y'all make sure y'all watching us on all social media platforms.
Yes, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to become a part of our McCray King's Kingdom, make sure you hit that join button. Membership has its perks. We have not forgot about you guys that are already members. We told you. We thank you, Angela. We told you guys that we were going to change the membership prices. They are going to go down to
$1.
only $1.99 and $2.99 and $5.99.
Hmm.
But for whatever reason, they, you know what? I'm gonna,
I gotta figure out
maybe
because YouTube.
Roxanne or Monica may know how to do it because every time Tremel tries to go in and do, that's wrong. Every time Tremel tries to go in and do it, um, it it won't let him change it. It'll look like he's changing it,
Hmm.
but it won't let him change it. So we have got to go in and see why it's not allowing him to do that
Right.
because we are. So I'm not sure if you guys that are already members are going to have to subscribe again at the lower prices, or if they'll just, whatever level you are, if they'll just change it to that level, or maybe not take money till
I think
you.
it'll automatically change.
It
I just
should
have to figure
automatically
out
change
how to
it, or
keep it at where it should be. I don't know
right.
why it's not
It's not
changing.
changing because we keep trying to change it and it's not trying to
I
change.
think I might have to delete
But
everything and
just for all
start all
you that
over.
may want to be members and think right now it's too expensive, because all that stuff we were going to give it, we actually realized it cost us more to send y'all that than it did for the membership.
Right.
So we changing the prices to $199, $299, and $599.
Mm-hmm.
And still, even once it changes, and it changes, like I said, if you are a member at the meet and greet, you automatically get entrance into the Friday night mixer.
Yes, and members know this. Next year is a new year for us. Like I said before, we're changing our whole set. And you're going to get a lot more as members. You'll get a lot more membership perks in terms of you'll get cooking shows that only you will be able to see. It's not for the subscribers. It'll be for the members. We're going to do a lot of cooking shows, a lot of story times, and other different things that we're going to give you guys.
Right, because now
Um,
if you go on the community wall, there's only one video there that only the members can see,
mhm.
and that is Tremel's collard green soup recipe.
Oh yeah,
It was really good. When he
yeah.
told me he was making collard green soup, I'm like, child, it's not the soup that I posted. Oh, y'all, for all y'all that was here last night, baby, let me tell y'all something. That beef vegetable soup he made last night, when I tell y'all that that soup was the answer,
Oh
baby.
yeah, what's good?
Oh, that soup was delicious.
My food is so good because it's made with
And
love. I put a lot of love
it
in my
was
food.
even better today. It was
Yeah.
even
Oh yeah,
better
it was. It
today.
was
It
better
was. It
today.
was even better
Yeah.
today. So,
Yeah.
yes, y'all, definitely do that. Make sure y'all check out the McCray King's boutique for
Mm-hmm.
all things McCray King's. If you like the night mug, like you see in the thumbnail, there are other mugs there. The night mug isn't my favorite mug, but it's one of the mugs that are there.
Right.
And
Make sure
also,
you guys go over to the GoFundMe page and donate to the meet and greet. You can donate $1, you can donate $2, you can donate $5, you can donate whatever you want. We need your support for this meet and greet because this meet and greet is for y'all. It's for y'all. And
so,
so we want y'all to know that this meet and greet is for y'all. It's not just for us. And just as good a time as we gonna have, we want y'all to have a good time when y'all come too. And like we
right.
said, which you'll know all the information about the meet and greet, um, and in January. And the reason why it's taking us so long to come up with how much everything is going to cost because we're trying to make it as cost effective as possible. And just prepare for an epic night, just an epic night. Just prepare for that. So.
Trisha, let me tell you something, honey. If beef ain't big and long, it ain't worth eating.
Lord.
He, cause Tremel don't see me. If I would have made it, if I would have made the soup, no lie, I would have cut that meat in half and like doubled it. Tremel ain't going through all of that. He gonna put it in the way that it was, but it was fine. That meat was so. When I tell y'all, Tremel cooked that soup last night. Tremel cooked that soup. It was so good. It was so good. Y'all just have no idea how good that soup
Yeah, it
was.
was. It was really
It
good.
was actually the last couple of things Tremel been cooking. I'm like, I want to get back on my game. Y'all don't understand. We are divided people. Oh, I think Lisa watching this late because she talking about stuff that we've
Mm,
already talked about. I think she came in late,
mm,
but I want to go back and cook. But when I did try to cook, I was like so lightheaded because I didn't know I had
mhm,
like the AFib. And now I kind of get lightheaded when I take the medicine. So I'm taking the medicine at night, even though I'm supposed to take it twice.
mhm,
But it's making me lightheaded. So I got to tell them it's still dropping my blood pressure.
mhm.
But
You know what I want to make though? I want to make a good. I want to make some beef stew
I want to make a cake.
with some buttermilk biscuits.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be good?
Stop. Yes, with some potatoes and carrots.
Yes, and some
And
buttermilk
what was that? The
biscuits.
stuff you put in there? Parsnips?
Yeah,
Because
last
that
night.
wasn't a
Yeah,
potato.
no, that was parsnips.
I thought it was a potato when I bit
It
into
was
it,
a
and I was
turn. It
like,
was turn up. It
"Wait a
was a
minute
turn up
now.
and
This
parsnips.
ain't no potato because a potato don't taste like this." But it
And
ain't.
I didn't even
It
put the.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I just have never eaten that before.
Hmm.
So me thinking that it was a potato and then getting the flavor of it, I'm like, that's different.
But I gotta buy that
But it was
again.
good. But it was
I gotta
good.
buy that again. They in the produce section they have this little packet and it says soup greens and it
No,
had
that was
everything
good.
in it. It had an onion, it had parsnips, it had a turnip,
That
it
seasoned
had
that
a
soup, and that was
carrot.
perfect for us.
Yeah, and it had a carrot. It had the herbs in it. It had the fresh herbs in it. It had cilantro. It had dill.
Hey Ashley,
And it had everything in it that you would put in a soup. And
Trisha,
it was
no, it
really
was
good.
soft like a potato. I'm telling y'all, when I tell you, Trisha, I wish I could have shared the soup with all of y'all as good as it was.
Yeah.
It was soft like a potato. I really thought it was a
Oh, the
potato.
parsnips. Yeah, yeah,
I
they were
thought it
really
was a
good.
potato,
But it didn't it
but
taste. It
but it
tastes
tasted. You knew it wasn't a potato once you tasted
right.
it because it had like a twang to it,
Yeah, it had like a.
like a little twang. I
It
can't
kind of
explain
reminds
it.
you of celery. Celery. That's what.
Kinda, sorta. It was
Yeah.
just, but I knew it wasn't a potato. It
Right.
looked like a potato, but
Hmm.
once I bit into it,
And you know what? I purposely did not put all of it in there because I didn't know if you were gonna like it or
no, it
not.
didn't bother me. It was actually good. I thought it was a potato until I
Yeah.
bit it, and I was like, "Oh, this is good.
Hmm.
This is different. I never had this before, but it was something
You
that I'd
never
eat
had
it.
parsnip
No,
before?
it was
Wow.
something I never
It
had
looks like a
before,
carrot.
but I'd eat it again. And
It's really
I'm
good.
not really a carrot person, but them carrots in there was good because they
It was
wasn't.
good in good.
I don't
Parsnips is good
like.
in stews and in soups. Yeah.
A carrot has to be cooked exactly to a certain consistency.
Yeah.
And whatever you did, you cooked it to the exact consistency I like. I
Hmm.
don't like it crunchy and I don't like it too soft. I like a
Hmm.
in between the two.
Right. Yeah.
And
Nice and
it
tender.
was good. That soup, when I tell y'all that soup was good, it was good.
Yeah. The only thing it was missing for me was
Trisha, in
mushrooms.
Chinese food, those are water chestnuts.
Your water chestnuts. Yeah.
Now I like water chestnuts too
Me
because when
too.
I made Tremel chicken wraps, I put them in there.
Yeah, I like water chestnuts.
Water chestnuts are definitely crunchy and hard, and I
Hmm.
love those
Yeah, I
too.
like those.
A matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do a live and show them how to make the chicken wraps.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do the chicken wraps for y'all, but since Tremel
Is that
don't
the
like
what
the
you wrap in the
chicken,
lettuce?
that you wrap in the butter lettuce.
Yes, yes.
I'm a, I'm gonna do one the way it should be with chicken, and then I'm gonna do one with beef because Tremel don't really like ground up chicken, so I'm gonna do both ways for you guys. Just give me till sometime in December. I just gotta build up my energy because I know that's what it is. Why I'm getting lightheaded and tired quick because
Mm,
I've just been laying around for the since September because of my
mm.
leg. But just let me build up my energy, and I will definitely do that. Or else I'll do it with a chair in the kitchen. It's just
Well,
that simple.
actually, the recipe for the soup is very simple. I can actually say it on here. It's only 2 quarts of chicken broth.
Mm.
You can either put frozen vegetables. I prefer fresh vegetables. Put whatever vegetables you choose. You can put carrots and parsley, and you can put your parsnips, or you can add potatoes. You can put whatever vegetables you choose to put in
It
it.
had
And
peppers, green
yeah, I
peppers,
had
red
green peppers and
peppers,
red peppers and onions. And the only other thing that I
and
other
you put them
other
pinwheel
extra,
noodles.
yeah, I put the pinwheel noodles. And the only other extra ingredient that I put in, instead of using a bouillon cube, I put in better than bouillon. It comes in a jar, and it's a seasoning that you can use for soups. You can use it for stews. You can use it for cooking just about anything.
Now, I know this is gonna freak you out.
What's that?
You probably could have used less than that because it was y'all. When I Tremel know I like seasoned food. If you give me
Did
bland
you think it
food,
was too salty?
it could have had a little less salt, just
Okay.
a little less. But see, because my blood pressure dropped the way it do
It may
one,
have been because I
I
added too
didn't
much
care
better than
because I
bouillon.
knew that once I took my pills, that my blood pressure was gonna drop. So the salt would have kept it
Hmm.
decent, and it did.
I tried to add
No, but
water
it
to
was
bring
fine
down the
because
salt.
you need to watch it. But
Yeah.
for me, with this lowering my blood pressure, it was
Hmm.
fine because the salt kept
Hmm.
it. It lowered it a little bit, but I'm sure
Yeah.
if it didn't have as much salt as it did, and I don't think it was salt as much as it was that bouillon because that flavor was amazing from that bouillon.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I've cooked just about everything with that better than
Ashley,
bouillon.
you know what you can do too? Email us, and Tremel will email you back
I
with the
sure will.
recipe.
I'll email you the
The
recipe
McCray Kings at
at gmail.com.
gmail.com. and he'll email you the recipe back. And then, like I said, for everybody who's already a member, if you want his collard green soup recipe,
It's just about the
that's
same.
really good. It's
Yeah.
about the same, but only thing is chicken in it. And you can use chicken
Mushrooms.
wings, chicken boneless chicken thighs.
Hmm.
But when he told me collard green soup, I'm like, child, this some old country backwoods stuff. Child, let me
You
tell
got to
you
be careful with
something.
collard green soup because that collard green soup
Oh,
will
that
clean
collard
you
green.
out, child.
Now I ain't gonna lie, the collard green soup, baby. If you want a cleansing,
Yes,
you
it will
just
give
make
you a
you some collard
cleansing.
green soup,
Yes, yes.
cause you will get a cleansing.
Well,
Thank
that's what my
God.
grandmama used to make it. She used to make it so that she said it was good to have something warm in your body, and it also
But honey,
was like
that
a
collard green
cleansing.
soup will
Yeah,
clean you
yeah,
out.
it did. Yeah, it will.
But it was good.
Hmm.
It was good. See, Tremel is a soup person. He likes, especially in the wintertime, he likes making soup. He likes doing
Stew.
all of that stews and soups and stuff like that. I like making stew. Like
Hmm.
you give me, I'll make the hell out of a stew or some chili or something like that. I'm not
Yeah, and
soup.
I'm chilly.
I
I do
gotta be
chili a
sick
lot.
and I'll make me some chicken noodle soup from scratch. But past that, I like eating soup in the wintertime,
Mm.
especially pho. And I know people tell me I say that wrong, but pho is amazing. I haven't got Tremel to eat some yet. We got to find a Vietnamese restaurant up here.
Mm.
Um,
Well, my next thing I'm gonna make is chicken
Reese
pot
Cup,
pie.
you made the collard green soup, didn't you? Because Reese Cup said, but it was good.
Yeah.
I think she made it. I think she asked you for the recipe and made it.
Hmm. Well, my next thing I'm making is chicken pot pie. I'm gonna make chicken pot pie next. Um, and I might make my meat pie again. I might make that
If
again.
El Manning, it sure will clean out that barbecue you ate when you was 4.
Yeah,
If
sure.
it's hung up there, that collard green
Yeah,
soup sure will.
that collard green soup will
It
get you
ain't
right,
leaving
honey.
nothing up
Get you
there.
right, girl. Yes, it will. Well, y'all, we about to go. I'm got to go to the store, get me some coffee, and we're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. And we're gonna watch this movie, and we will talk to you guys on Monday. Is Monday?
On Monday, you know how we do on the weekend though. You might get an impromptu, quick
Yeah,
car conversation or something,
yeah,
something, a little something, something. You never know.
yeah. You never know.
But the plan is to see you guys on Monday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Hmm.
Again, thank you all for spending your Friday night with the Kings.
Yes.
We love you all. And like
Hmm.
we always say, if nobody told you they love you today, know that you're and I love you, and there is absolutely nothing you
You can
can
do
do
about
about
it.
it.
Mm-mm.
And
You can't do nothing.
you can't. Oh man, you just said don't please don't say that.
What?
Cause she said the magic word, pot pie. Tremel ate them things.
Ooh, child! I got to tell y'all my chicken pot pie story
Tremel
one day.
ate them things two, and not even two, six, like 6 a day
Yeah, I would eat like
for
6
like an
days.
entire month, to the
Yeah.
point when he told y'all just now he went to the hospital because his heart was palpitating. It was because of them damn pot pies. They
Uh
had raised his sodium levels and everything else, child.
huh.
And then
Yeah.
would get mad if he didn't pick us. You know, I keep telling y'all Tremel don't pay attention. I'm gonna let y'all go after this. Tremel don't pay attention
I
and
made a
would get
mistake and picked up
furious
the
if
beef.
he didn't pay attention and just felt. You know how people pick up stuff and put it back in the wrong spot. So he just picking up because they was nice. He brought the little. He didn't buy the Marie Calendar ones. He brought the ones that was on
The
sale,
banquet.
the little banquet
Yeah. They're better than the
ones
Marie
for
Calendar, believe it or not.
97 cents. So he just putting them in the cart, putting them in the cart. Oh, but oh, Papa, they only 97 cents. I'm like, okay. Got home and realized that half of them was beef.
I was
Child,
so
he
mad.
was pissed. I gotta eat these damn beef ones. We gotta go back to the store. I need chicken.
Yeah.
I need chicken. I'm like,
Mhm.
are you kidding me right now? Then
It's
we
a difference.
then we went to Kentucky Fried Chicken and they gave us a pot pie with no juice in it.
Yeah, it was just
First, they
vegetables.
didn't. We ordered two. They gave us one. Then there was no juice, just chicken and vegetables. I'm like, how the hell you give somebody a dry pot pie? Just crust and chicken and vegetables. No, a speck of juice in the pot pie.
Yeah.
Yes, honey, I love pot pie. I want to make I want to actually that's what I want to do. I want to make oh, actually I did drink water last night. I didn't even he brought me a soda, but I didn't even drink the soda. I actually drank water cuz I knew it was too much salt at the time. But like I said, the medicine I take for my AFib, it drops my blood pressure, so I really didn't mind the salt because I know it would keep it elevated. Um, but it still dropped a little bit, but not to the point where it was dangerously low. Right, El Manning, that was a sandwich, not a pot pie. But Christine, yes, that's why we went there because they have the best pot pies, and Kentucky Fried Chicken pot pies be the bomb. So when they gave me this little dry ass pot pie, I'm like, what the hell is this? And then they forgot one of them. And I'm like, Tremel, they only gave us one pot pie. And he was like, what? I said, see, we didn't check the bag. And I wasn't driving back. Because, see, if I drove back, I would have threw the one they gave me through the window. But anyway, y'all, as always, please subscribe, like, and share. Share to your social media platforms if you can. And as in always, please walk in love, sunshine, peace, and happiness. And as always remember it's what?
Team McRae.
All damn day. Later, y'all. Enjoy
Talk
your
to you
weekend.
soon.